What's up, guys? Today we're going to take a quick look at this game called XenoTilt on the Steam Deck OLED. It is a sequel to Demon's Tilt from the same publisher and developer, Flarb, and it's on sale right now during the autumn sale. So if anybody's looking for some hostile pinball action, I highly recommend you check it out, especially if you have the Steam Deck OLED, because the game just really pops off this screen. So we're going to give this a shot here, and I thought I'd just show off some of the gameplay real quick. Now, if you're anybody like me and a fan of the TurboGrafx PC Engine games, Devil's Crush and Alien Crush, I think you're going to be right at home here, because the games are very much inspired by this previous classic titles. So the game, like I said, looks really nice on this Steam Deck OLED. And if you're looking for something to kind of show it off, there's a lot of neat fluorescence and neat graphics effect that just really, you can see the fire and everything behind this logo. It just really blows out. This is the main menu, obviously. And we have some leaderboards, we have some options, credits, typical stuff here. The leaderboards are great because you can go in and it looks like it has your friends list on Steam, and you also have a global list up top here. There I am on the local, but if you hit friends, I am the only one that owns this game, unfortunately. So then you hit global, and so on. You can see some of these scores are just ridiculous. Now I'm still working out the kinks of this game. I'm no expert, but I'm going to give it my best shot here, and we're going to try to take you through. Going on the options menu here, for the most part, you're going to want to use these bumper buttons back here on the Steam Deck, or on your Xbox pad, whatever you're using. If you're using a controller, you can use these left and right triggers, or you can use the shoulder buttons up here to do the flippers, and the A button over here will launch your ball. But you can go in and you can also, it looks like, customize things. Right now, even though it says keyboard, I can still use my D-pad here or my analog stick to cycle through the options. You got your typical stuff here, resolution. You can do a full screen, very different kind of full screen modes. You also have this tate mode or tape mode, however you want to say it. People say it differently. But that will allow you to flip the game and play it in a vertical orientation such as this. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to stick with the default settings, and I'm going to show you how to play this just if you were playing it on a Steam Deck. So without further ado, let's go back to the main menu here and get this game started. You have three different default two default difficulties you can choose from: a normal mode and the classic normal mode here, which gives you a more balanced experience, good for all players. So we're going to give that a shot. Now, I know I keep touching the screen, but you can use the buttons over here as well to make your selection. You can see the colors even in the loading screen. The game just looks amazing. So this is just something that tends to pop up here when you first start to play. There's a hardcore mode, one ball, one life, and dagger flippers. Actually, I think I might have hit hardcore mode, and I don't want to do hardcore mode because I am not that good at this yet. There you go. So let's just do the normal mode here. Now, I'm a big fan of video pinball, but it has to be done right. And depending on what type of video pinball you play, they can be hit or miss. This is just really well done. There's a lot of nice motion. It's very smooth. You can get a nice frame rate, especially on the Steam Deck OLED. You have that option of putting the refresh rate up to 90 hertz. Right now I have it on 60 just because you're really not going to see much difference, I don't think, between the two, at least with the naked eye on a size screen like this, at this type of resolution and screen dimensions. So we have here a turret system and a perk system. So throughout the gameplay, this game is based on a 3-tier system. You have a low, a middle, and a top. that your ball is going to, bounce around through. If you played any of the older video pinball games, say like maybe on a Game Boy, for instance, and you maybe have played Revenge of the Gator or even Kirby Pinball, it's actually a very similar layout because each section has its own set of flippers, and you can kind of play in that field, and if the ball drops down, you're going to the next tier down, which is a middle, and then finally a bottom. And from that point, you'll lose your ball if it goes out. So you have this cool little system here, which was something new that wasn't in Demon's Tilt. And it looks like, from what I can tell, I like I said, I'm still trying to figure some of the gameplay features out. But when you keep your ball kind of juggled in that flipper, it will release this fire of bullets that'll shoot down these enemies all throughout the screen. So we're going to hit OK, or don't show again, whatever you're more comfortable with. And once again, you can see these graphics are just popping off this OLED screen. It looks fantastic. I mean, both games look great, don't get me wrong, but this is a new device for me, and what a difference it makes. So you got your flippers down here, and once again, you can hit this right, you can hit this left trigger to flip them around, move them around, activate them. You have your ball count down here, and various other combos and stuff all over. One thing about this game that's throwing me off a little bit is that you can actually lose sight of the ball at times. So I'm going to try not to do that now. But at this point, I'm just going to play some of the game and give everybody a little idea of how things are going. You see there, I drop down to the next tier, and then the ball will go out. So that kind of puts you down if you lose too easily. But as you can see, now we're at the bottom tier, and we're going to launch our ball. Now we're at the top tier. You can see a little effect there. As I hold the ball with the paddle, the flipper, you'll see like a sparking effect right there. Now if I push down while I'm holding it, let me see if I can get it going. The game is sensory overload. It just sounds wonderful too. Great soundtrack. Has a nice retro metal feel and sound. Now you can scroll up with the D-pad here, which is what you can see. I can scrolling down, scroll up. There's the bullets going off. You can see that thing shooting. If you hold it there,
Not so soon. Laser burn. Surgical.
Nope.
Impressive. Matrix is open. Bonus sequence. Wow.
Now one of the balls is getting locked over here in this little area. And as you fill them up, you get these little perks, which I'm still working on figuring out the whole system, as I said. There's just so much going on. But I'm really enjoying this game. So, before I forget, I'm going to pause the game here because there are other options now that you're in the game that you can look through here. If you go over to visual, there is a little section you can turn on this RGB effect, or if you scroll down a little more, you have this scanline effect. And it's of course what you would suspect. It's just going to put some retro looking effects on the screen. So if we turn on scanline, I don't know how well you're going to see it, but you hit that and we're going to go down. Now every time you pause, it does a little countdown just to kind of prepare you to go back into the game. Yeah, see, I'm not really sure you can really, if the scan lines are going to come across in the camera, unfortunately.
Never mind.
And turret auto fire is here. I'm not sure if that's going to allow you to automatically trigger. So now, as I said, when you fill the balls up in this little section over here, they're indicated down here what perk you've kind of unlocked during the gameplay. So that one I got there is get 2 ammo for every ammo collected. And the rest of them are redded out and locked until I obviously fill that up. So there's a lot of little things you can play with in here. Brightness, color filters. There's just lots of little goodies to go in here and mess with. I'm going to turn that back off for now. Well, let me see also if I'm able to, I'm not sure if I can do it or not. I'm wondering if I can change the orientation and maybe show off that Tate mode. I don't think I can while I'm in the game. I think that's a setting you have to do before you get into it. So why don't we do this? I'm going to exit the game here because I'd like to see if I could show that off. I'm not sure if it's going to even work on the Steam Deck or not. I keep doing that touch screen. I apologize. Let me go in here. So let's try this. Start the game normal. And let's see if it's going to flip it. Yeah, sure enough, there we are. We're flipped. Now obviously in this orientation it might be a little hard to play because on a Steam Deck, you know, your triggers are here and there. But it's still working in terms of the controls are the right flipper is still your right trigger and the left is the left. So now this is great if you have you know, a vertical display and maybe a modded system at home where you can play a lot of these video pinballs on. But it even fills the space. You can see down here. I'm trying to get everything in the picture. But it's even filling in the space and everything around. Kind of keep everything vertical without you losing any of the information. So that's very cool. It's a nice option to have. And I'm just going to see if I can get out of this here. I'm going to quit the menu. And I'm going to turn that off for now. So yeah, I think that's about it. It's really one of those games that you're going to want to just get in and dig in and play and get everything figured out. And like I said, there's just way too much to show off in one video. But I just wanted to give a basic overall gameplay look. And once again, it's currently on sale during the autumn sale going on this week. I think it ends Tuesday the 28th on Steam. And even better, if you already own the existing game, Demon's Tilt, you're going to get, if you scroll down, you'll see a little bundle option that'll give you this game for an extra, I think, $1.50 off or something, just to kind of reflect on that. So it's definitely worth picking up. And once again, especially if you have this Steam Deck OLED, because I can't get over how great this looks. It looks even better in person. The camera just can't comprehend what is going on this screen. So anyway, I think that's about it for now. I appreciate you watching, and I assure you, this game, you will not be disappointed if you're into video pinball. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.